All right, are you ready for a quiz? It's time for the quiz. We have 10 questions, multiple choice, to see if you've been listening and learning. Question number 1. If you plan on riding a horse, the most important gear you will need is it a helmet, gloves, saddle, or boots? And the answer is your helmet. So remember, you can ride sometimes without a saddle, but a helmet is really important, right? In case you fall off, you want to make sure that your head is safe. The number 1 accident is concussions, so always use a helmet when you're on a horse. Number 2, if you're new around horses, it's important to A, work with a young, inexperienced horse so you can learn together. Some people think this is the truth. B, find a good instructor as it's much safer to learn from an experienced trainer. C, take lessons on a well-trained, gentle horse. The answer is D. B and C are the right answers. So it's really important to find an instructor as it's safe to learn from an experienced trainer, and it's always better to learn from a schoolmaster or an older, safe horse. It's never a good idea to have an inexperienced green rider with an inexperienced green horse, right? Because you want to be with a horse that can help you learn easily and to keep you safe. Question number 4. When you want to get your horse out of his paddock or his stall, it's best to walk up very quietly, really, really quietly, not making any sounds. Or B, run up to your horse quickly, as he has probably missed you. Or C, jump up and down. Or D, approach your horse in a calm and confident manner and talk to your horse so he hears your voice. And of course, the answer is D. You always want to approach your horse in a calm and confident manner and talk to your horse so he doesn't get spooked, right, or scared. You don't want to approach too quietly. Question number 4. You can learn a lot about horses from his facial expressions. If your horse is held high with the whites of his eyes showing and his neck muscles are up and tense, he is afraid, A, B, threatened, C, relaxed, or D, alert. So if his head is up like a giraffe and you can see the whites of his eyes, he's definitely going to be afraid, right? So this would be a time where you might want to do an emergency dismount, right? And I'll show you that in the next lesson. If your horse's ears are laid back, nose oblong-shaped, teeth exposed, your horse is probably A, happy to see you, B, threatened, C, relaxed, or D, alert. So if his ears are flat back, he's going to be feeling threatened, right? So he's going to be acting aggressively, all right? So be careful. Question number 6. When leading your horse, it's important to A, wrap the lead rope around your arm and to never, ever let go of your horse. B, never wrap the lead rope around your horse as you could be dragged and seriously injured. Or C, walk directly in front of your horse. So the answer is B, right? Never wrap the lead rope around your hand because you don't want to be dragged, and it's better to be on the side of the horse so your horse can actually see you. So remember, horses have 2 blind spots, right in front and right behind them, so you don't want to stand in their blind spots. All right, we're almost through this quiz. 7, when you want to tie your horse up, A, best to use cross ties with quick releases and only attach them to the halter. B, you can tie your horse up in a halter or a bridle. C, make sure the rope is long so your horse can eat grass. Or D, best if the rope is very short to control the horse. All right, so best to use cross ties with quick releases and only attach them to the halter. Remember, never attach the cross ties to the bit, right? Because if the horse gets spooked or pulls back, it could really do a lot of damage to his mouth and to his teeth. So we only attach the cross ties to the halter. All right, 2 more questions. We're almost done. 8, things you should have in your groom box. A, boot polish, girth, and boot pulls. B, gum, carrots, and snacks. C, curry comb, brushes, and a hoof pick. Or D, hay, sugar cubes, and spurs. So the answer is C, curry comb, brushes, and a hoof pick. Number 9, the best way to make sure your horse's coat is clean and healthy is A, good old-fashioned elbow grease, grooming your horse before and after you ride. B, to use lots of Shoshin. C, to give him a bath every day. Or D, to keep him in his stall. And the answer is good old-fashioned elbow grease. which means you should always groom your horse before and after you ride. You definitely do not want to give your horse a bath every single day, as that's really hard on their feet. It dries out their feet too much and your farrier will be upset with you. You don't want to use a lot of show sheen all over his body because that will make him too slippery. And of course, you don't want to keep him in a stall. He needs daily attention and exercise. And the last question is number 10. If we want a safe and happy horse, it is best to feed him lots of carrots and sugar cubes. B, let him be the alpha horse or the leader. C, convince him that we are the leader and that we're confident, knowledgeable, and worthy of their trust. Or D, let our horse watch TV. The answer, of course, is C. Convince him that we are the leader, that we are confident, knowledgeable, and worthy of their trust. All right, so how many questions did you get right? 10 out of 10? If so, it's time for our next lesson. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.